Hello, and welcome to another episode of Artist Spotlight. I'm Vicki, Landon, Administrator for Orange County's Office of Arts and Cultural Affairs, and I am here today with our most recent artist here at the Multicultural Center, AJ Barbel. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing mass mixed media to our space.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Look, I did a little bit of reading about you, and I know that you like to do a sort of visual storytelling about history, sometimes rewriting history. So I want to think a little bit about your history, right? Like, you were born in the U.S. Virgin Islands, you were raised in Florida and in Chicago. Do you rewrite some of your own history through some of your work?
Through some of my work, I take a piece of nostalgic memories that I had, and I like to recreate the stories, put messages in it. So all of my pieces involve some type of history in my lifetime that I experienced, in my environment, and whatever lessons that I may have went through.
Yeah, I think you've also said before that you like really inspiring and teaching the next generation of youth that they can have limitless potential, right? If they understand their history and their legacy of where they come from. What do you mean by that? What kind of potential does that open up for them?
Well, just showing them that whatever materials that you have, you can make art out of a trash can, out of a shoe, out of a piece of paper. Anything that you set your mind to, anything could be art. There's no limits, and use it as a tool to inspire you and a way to be therapeutic for yourself.
So do you think that like exploring a history or a legacy really helps inform that sense of identity and inspiration for young people?
Definitely. When I research through history, I kind of find myself through different historical figures, and it kind of motivates me through like tough times and gives me the grit that I need to really put in the talent that is needed for that art piece. A lot of the research that I do, it inspires me to create and go above and beyond.
I'm so glad that you mentioned this historical figures, right? Because I know in 2022, you got to do this mural project, right? With the Paramore District, right? It was you and two other artists. And what is it like doing a collaborative mural project? Like, do you chat with the other artists and talk about like what everybody's murals are gonna look like, or are you kind of just working on your own thing?
Definitely, we like to collaborate and see how the process for their murals. Everybody starts it off different. During that time, I was really a beginner doing murals, so I was didn't know how to do mass scale murals, and I had to learn from my peers. And that was a process where it taught me how to put a picture that I did on a mini scale and transfer it to a mass scale, and it built me new skill sets to do further work up to now.
You had Dr. Wells and Dr. Callahan as the subject of that mural, right? What was that history and research process like? Like, what led to you selecting them to be the subject of the mural?
Well, right at where I did the mural was at the Jeans Welding Shop, right by the Orlando Soccer City Stadium. And there is where the Carver Theater used to be at. They used to have shows with all the local musicians, artists, and talent. Dr. Wells provided a place for people to stay, colored people, and he also housed like Ray Charles, Billie Holiday, and then you have Dr. Callahan, who's the first Black surgeon. I incorporated all of these people into that piece, and I mixed it with newspaper aesthetics to kind of make it look like somebody was reading through chapters. So it's storytelling that can inspire the youth in that area to go above and beyond. There's no limitations. Yeah.
Okay, the next year you get selected to do the Art Cube installation at Interstruct, right? It was called Dreams in Dimensions, right? What was that installation and what inspired that?
What inspired that installation was just the stories about Carver Theater, listening to the music. I remember during that time, I used to listen to Billie Holiday, Ray Charles, and I used to just imagine what the performances used to be like back then. They didn't have screens, but they had stages where people would perform, do spoken word, and just give inspirations through tough times. And that inspired me to 3D print different dancers, people playing the piano, people sitting in the seats. So I wanted to replicate that little section for Carver Theater. And surrounding that is just more different pieces that could tell that message in a better light.
Yeah. So, I mean, you are a truly multidisciplinary artist, right? We're talking about murals, we're talking about installation space, we have work on canvas here behind you, but you've also done some animation work. You've done some animated shorts, right? Like Cover Blown and Plastic Paradise. What is it like? Because you do everything, right? You're storyboarding it, you're writing it, you're shooting it. What is that creative process like for you?
It's just getting my feet wet. Those projects, Cover Blown and Plastic Paradise, were my first animation project, so I was really just testing it out, having new equipment, and buying things, buying 3D printers, and I was like, okay, let me just build out a city out of cardboard. Let me paint it. Let me make a playground that operates with a working swing. And then it just grew into different scenes and kind of like taking a director's role as well, making sure, choosing what the story will be about, the climax, the ending, and the scripts for the characters, and as well as Cover Blown. That's just another way of me doing another way of animation, and it kind of involves a action theme for Cover Blown, and then Plastic Paradise is just more of a kid's theme, but it's more of a storytelling, and it's like an eerie but deep message that's within it.
Nice. And then also you've done work in apparel and fashion. Like I know you took a pair of Nikes and you put Star Wars art all over it. Was that like a one and done? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Do you want to do more wearables?
Definitely enjoyed doing apparels. That project was just learning how to sand the shoe, and once you're done with that process, then you begin to have fun painting it. So it took a long time learning it, and it was fun, but it was a lot of hard work. It was a one and done somewhat for shoes. I still make pants and shirts and other accessories. So in the future, I definitely see myself doing more shoes.
Yeah, and I know your portfolio also has a mock-up you did for a flyer for a Chinese restaurant, but like all of the lettering on it are Chinese characters. So like, I'm presuming that you aren't fluent in reading Chinese, because like I'm not either, right? But like, what is that like, laying out that design using letters that you don't know?
Well, ni hao. Well, I don't know Chinese as much, but I do like to research my projects beforehand, just like the Paramore projects. All of my projects, I take a lot of time to research it, get very intimate with the different details of it, and include it in that project. So yes, I definitely take my time and see what the client may want. And with the Chinese word lettering, yeah, I learned a lot during that time doing that project.
Okay, I have another question about another medium, because again, I feel like every 2 minutes you're picking up a new approach, right? You seem like someone who's always willing to try something new. You just published a children's book. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that, about the story, where people can find it, what it's about?
Yeah, so I just published my first book. It was a children's book. It's called Greatness Grows Early. It features different historical characters as little kids, so it can inspire young youth to see themselves as leaders at an early age. Seeing great leaders at a young age shows the youth that you grow at an early stage. So Greatness Grows Early is it's a development book for your children. It has activities that help them inspire them, teach them different skills, and it is on Amazon.com, Greatness Grows Early. You can get it, and it's if you have a kid from 3 to 8 years old, they'll definitely love to have it, and I look forward to making more of those books for kids and youth.
For sure. Okay, so if people are here looking at this exhibit that's at the Multicultural Center, this mass mixed media, what are you hoping that they'll take away from seeing these pieces?
I'm hoping that they take away something that means a lot to them. All of my pieces, they don't really have explanations from me. When I do work, I look forward to them finding within themselves what it means. All of my paintings, I took a lot of time to incorporate different perspectives, different messages, and layer it with different materials. So all of those layers will have a mass effect within the individual. So it's whatever the individual may be going through, whoever their identity is, that usually is what they will see within that painting.
Yeah. All right, so if someone's really resonating with everything you're saying, right? They love your animation shorts, they bought the book, they love it, they want to buy a piece of art. How do people find you? Where do they connect with you online?
You can find me on Instagram at AJDEEENER on Instagram. And on my website is ajdesignit.com.
ajdesignit.com. Well, AJ, thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your story and sharing your art with all of us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Artist Spotlight. We'll catch you next time.